baby. That was dope. No lie.
Shut him down. It's a double kill for Jim.
Oh my God,
Jim!
Jim!
Pretty good. It's gonna be a triple kill. Jim comes on fire. Jim comes on fire.
Had the right angle but couldn't land the shot. The dart goes to 2-piece. Oh my God! He was down to 1 second on the clock.
Já pegou bala na cara do Master. O Omairinho vai tentando fazer o primeiro. Da estátua vai tentar o tiro porrada e bomba! Vem! Clutch muito difícil de vencer, mas...
Square on the body that you hit. He no-scope for Apollo right there. He no-scope.
Queda solamente vivo por parte de repente, sigue la primera baja que se da cuenta que no
For Apollo right there. He no-scope.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and hopefully for a more exciting day of the North American qualifiers. I'm, of course, going to be joined tonight by Verdict. And Verdict, let me tell you, Tuesday was rough. It was hard to watch. It was pretty rough. So hopefully now that we got you back, we'll have a little bit more exciting gameplay coming through. And good to have you back, man.
Oh yeah, dude. You know we're always here for it. Thursday's definitely a better day. Tuesday, I just wasn't anticipating it, and sure enough, wife had made plans for Tuesday night, and I was completely unavailable. So we're here for it. We are going to be starting off with some pretty decent action. I think this first matchup has probably the most potential out of the ones that I see on the agenda tonight. But nonetheless, I'm all for it. As we are getting geared up. How many teams are going to be making it through? Is it going to be two, or is it 2 spots?
It's two. It's two for North
Interesting.
America. Yep. Well, you got to remember we do have we have 2 out of region teams that are competing as well. So
There we go.
unlike Europe, where Europe was looking for 4, we're going to be looking for 2 here. And well, I certainly have a set of favorites to come through here. I would largely be looking at the likes of Explicit and Midnight probably being the favorites, but with Wicked definitely had a pretty solid performance on Tuesday. So for match 1, we're looking at Explicit versus Storm. Match 2, we're looking at Wicked versus Midnight. And then for match 3 and 4, we're looking at the loser of match 1 and the loser of match 2 will face off against Reaper Crew and Vandals respectively. So it should be an interesting night to say the least. Obviously, we've got 2 teams coming through, and to start things off, Verdict, we do have our best of 3 map selection available.
Yeah, we do. Is we're going to start things off with a little bit of a hardpoint firing range, S&D on Crossfire for game 2, and then for game 3, if we make it that far, it is going to be a Dom raid. Now, as I'm looking at it, Storm have opted to ban the CBR, Explicit opted to ban Kilo. And, this is one of those matchups where I've seen, Explicit play not as much as I'd like, but definitely a team that could compete. I mean, they found themselves in a semifinals winner side of the bracket. If they win this, they have a guaranteed spot for Mobile Mayhem. Is that right?
That's a good question. Looking at as long as our
Or
graphic
hold on,
is
looks
right.
like I think they actually have to beat the next team, which would be the winner of this next matchup too. So
Okay.
I know it's a little different in NA. I know it for EU. When we got to this point in the bracket, it was like the winners of these 2 matches were guaranteed slots, whereas the winner of this matchup moves on to face the winner of the second matchup of the night, which would be held on Tuesday, I'm assuming. So yeah, I mean, I think both of these teams have a lot of potential to be shoe-ins for spots. Obviously, they're fighting for 2 instead of 4 in EU, and obviously, this is a situation where maybe a little bit more time together, like as far as team chemistry goes, is going to play into effect. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's a toss-up in my opinion. I don't know if Storm are going to come out on top or Explicit are going to come out on top. Based off what you saw on Tuesday, who would you roll with?
I think I would have to roll on the side of Explicit. Now Storm is a interesting situation here because this is a lineup with players that you guys will certainly recognize, but we just haven't seen them play. So we'll have to see as things continue to roll through. I mean, we've got, for the side of Storm, we've got Kizzy, Kryzo, Losty, Aries, and Vu. So I know at least 3 or 4 of the players there. And then for the side of Explicit, you guys should pretty much recognize everybody here. Beetle, Slaya, Zayna, Cartels, and iClaps. So, again, Explicit did come through with the 250-0, followed up with the 6-0 on Tuesday. for the hard point in the search and destroy against Reaper Crew, so had a little bit better performance out of them. And I'm not quite sure yet what we're waiting on to get the game started, but hopefully we'll get it in here shortly for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. As again, we've already mentioned the firing range map going to be first one we see on the night. It's going to be hard point. New rule set put into play too. I don't know if everyone's got a chance to review that, but in the Mobile Mayhem Discord, that is something that I don't know if you've gone over yet, but something very interesting than Mark. Jack 12 is banned. Hacienda Dom is removed. Nuclear Reactor, the new operator, banned. Restricted weapons can be picked up from opposing teams' dead players to allow max 2 per team. Fast recovery also going to be limited to 2 per team tactician as well. And also all new content, aka the MAC-10, is going to be on a cooldown for 3 weeks. So based off that rule set, I felt like this might be a step in the right direction. Obviously, the MAC-10 is just, bro, that gun is broken. It is one of the fastest guns. Not in just comparison to like the gun shooting. Just, I mean, you move so quickly with the gun. Hip fire is ridiculous. It requires 0 to little skill, but I think after the 3-week cooldown period, we aren't going to see a ban. But I would like to see a gun that is that broken out of play, out of the mix. It's basically, you're moving faster than with a pistol in your hand, but with a gun that sprays faster than a freaking Finnick.
Yeah, I mean, I grinded some rank today. I was trying to unlock some of the weapons that I don't have unlocked, so I was playing some ranked earlier. And dude, people fly with the MAC-10. I'm hearing that we actually have the pros opting to not want the MAC banned for this season, which is absolutely bizarre to me because that gun is disgustingly strong. So we will have to see as things continue to roll on if that's gonna potentially be something that happens or not. I'm gonna be honest. I'd love to see it banned. I think there's something wrong with the mobility that it offers. And that's really the only thing that I think is wrong with it. The time to kill isn't too crazy compared to some of our other guns. The magazine capacity isn't like a 100-round SMG or anything. So I don't know. I don't know. The pros think it's all right.
Pros think it's all right, and already off the bat we can see it. All right is going to cut it here in the P1 site now. Is you do a little bit of a do-si-do on the point, you get up 15, 16 points and you're content. Set up for new. That's the play, right? That's not what we see too often here in firing range. It's one of those maps that, if you played it, enough, you already know what the play is. You got to double back for those P2 spawn sites. And Explicit are doing a great job putting their foot on the hill, as well as trying to hold those points now. As you can see, Armory certainly going to be opened up for business here momentarily. Losty looking for the shots. He's going to be taken down from behind, but 2 players still left on point. Explicit racking up the kills in the feed. Aries there for the contest. Finds one. That is enough for the break, but it's not going to be enough for the hold. That is going to be one more player in Zane coming through. Zainab? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to try as hard as I can to pronounce it. Zaina. Okay, yeah. Zeta B. Yeah, there we go. Like little B without the little. Just Zeta.
Yeah, something like that. But right now, it's actually one of the more even games of the Mobile Mayhem qualifiers that we've had so far. Zaina does come through with a big break back onto the hill here, and you can see Explicit starting to rack up some points. Losty goes for the peak, but gets gunned down. M13 in hand. Zaina is full streaked up. Finds another in the feed as well on a combo 8. Yo, there's no way Storm gets nuked here, right? Yeah, we're like past blur nuke streak right now.
Oh yeah, we're 2 past it, and surely some streaks to show for it as well, as we're going to catch one there slacking on the rotation through the front side of trailer site. P2 is closing down. P3 trailer literally just a hop, skip, and a leap right across the sand here now, as firing range has been a little spicy for the side. Oh my god, Zaina's going to get a free one right there with the deagle. Does get taken down from behind by Kizzy, and that is going to end the blur streak of a nuke. And the damage is done already. The streaks are accumulated. They are sitting proper for this P3 hold, but Losty not going to be denied. Here comes the cluster. Here comes the streaks. Are they going to be a massive factor? I think so. I think Losty's about to get ousted here, as he's not going to have any kind of reinforcements on this break.
Well, Claps does make the break in the hill for the team. I think the cluster was pretty misplaced, if you want me to be blatantly honest with you. We had 1 in the hill, and we had 4 rotating over from American Armory, but it could have been a little bit further placed, you know what I mean? Preventing those rotations. We did have a slight window where, you know, extra players could have got in through the back, so I think that's just something kind of to keep in mind. I also am getting information from the admins that Zaina is Rihan, so, you know, a little bit of that hashtag stay devious action.
No, I know that guy wasn't going to nuke. Come on now. Rihan, stay devious, homie. Better luck next time. We'll see we'll see you next time for the nuke spree. Right now, this team Explicit are looking pretty damn solid. You can see it. They've racked up a 50-point advantage, and I'm thinking maybe since the kettle's hot, you want to strike it and hit the VCs for the good old 1-2 with Explicit?
I'll meet you down there.
Camel.
I'm close to streak.
One missed them bags. Yeah, I'm pushing. Elon.
Camo dead.
Camo. Yeah, nice.
P1 though.
I'm pushing Elon. Someone pushing Elon.
P1.
Bottom wood window.
Oh, I was close to my cluster. I'm using Fred. They're spawned down. One's in 10. One's holding jungle. There's 2 going tunnel.
One. Watch bottom 10.
Bottom
10.
I'm
I'm gonna try and get tower.
Yo, bottom 10. 1 top 10 and 2 bottom 10.
Bro, bottom 10. One side. Nice.
I'm in tower.
I'm top tag. Try to hop on if you can. I got trailer. I'm with you, Slay. I'm with you.
On side. One shot down low. Hop on it.
Watch it. One's 10.
1 in 10. I'm getting shot at.
Bouncing dead.
I do a nade.
Hop on it. Dude, another one top 10. I got your top 10. Watch your window. Say weak.
Point dead.
Yo, 10 hop up. 10 top 10.
Yo, he's behind tower. He's on point now.
Yo, Spur, one shot 10. One top 10.
One barrel.
Try to get that. Yo, bottom, top 10. Jumping down on you.
Top 10.
1P1.
All right, well, definitely some solid comms there as the rotations do continue to come through. We've got ourselves about a 90-point lead for the side of Explicit right now, and, well, they're looking to get set up for next as well. I've been trying my best to give a little bit of opportunity to get some viewership onto the side of Storm, but honestly, every time I get on someone on Storm that looks like they're starting to get rolling, they pretty much get gunned down right away. Kizzy challenges Beetle on the head glitch. Sure enough, gets taken down. Losty now on the hill. He was able to make a break with the Type 25 and is looking for more, but immediately gets beamed by Slaya. And Verdict Explicit are just running away with this one right now.
Yeah, they are. It's a 100-point advantage at least after this P2 side. The break comes through for the side of Slaya, and Explicit are rolling in the point. They are, I mean, damn near flawless on this break here in this P2 site now, as you can see it. The last little bit of scrap time certainly not going to be scrap worthy. You can see this side of Storm. They're going ahead and set up for new. They have count their losses and are looking to regain redemption time for the side of this trailer now. As you can see, Kryzo is going to burn his death machine. Not a lot of value out of it, but the push going to come from, looks like the backside. There's 3 players looking to gain a little bit of map control. Zaina, aka Rihan, going to try and peek and try his luck with the Annihilator. Now he's going to wait for Slaya to make the break in. He's going to get done down, but that is perfect time for him to come through and get the 1-2 punch. So great job in numbers there for the side of Explicit and the side of Storm. My goodness. They just looked sloppy on these holds. They looked sloppy on the transitions. And they just haven't done a great job off the rip of maintaining the fort or getting the kills along the, the perimeter, which is crucially important.
You are absolutely right. Now we've crossed the 200-point mark for the side of Explicit, and, well, unfortunately for the side of Storm, they just have been unable to get any sort of momentum going. Looking at the scoreboard, Losty is doing the best right now on the team at neutral. He's 23 and 23. we've got Rihan at 37-13 and Cartels at 31-17. Claps at 27-17. I mean, it is just largely Explicit winning their gunfights, and well, you can see the results as that starts coming through, right? We're 19 points away from an Explicit win, and even if the side of Storm were to start to turn things around, I just don't think there's time on board for them to actually, you know, not give up 10 points. You know what I mean? Even on a couple really solid holds, it's less than 10 that the side of Explicit need, and well, they're getting it right here, right now.
Yeah, they are. There's no one to contest, no one around the point. Losty with a last-ditch effort to pull out the Purifier is not going to make it in time. That's going to be a 250-68 textbook performance there for the side of Explicit. They're going to take the bag there in game one and put themselves in a very great position. Now, as I'm taking a look at the post-action report, it was certainly a lot of mayhem going through in this game one, and it was all Explicit running the tables. 41-15 for Rihan. Was only almost a 10 spree. That's halfway to a nuke. Blur would have counted that one as a nuke, as you know, he doesn't get that far up in the kill chain. But nonetheless, minute 35 on the hill to go along with it. Cartels 32-18, 54. A collective effort. The troops were rallied. They played the objective, and then they had the gun skill to match it. And the flip side, you got, you know, just some of the most lackluster performance from a Storm team that I've seen to date. I mean, Kizzy, I know, no disrespect, homie, but 0 points on the objective, just not going to cut it.
They looked like a really solid team as far as their rotations went. Again, this is the side of Explicit. We didn't really see Storm, so this is our really first showing of this roster together. Kryzo is someone that I think players will recognize from long ago. And you know, he wasn't able to come through with the performance the team was maybe hoping here. Obviously, we look at the likes of Vu and Kizzy down at 11 kills as well. Losty and Aries were putting up a fight. They just couldn't bring it all the way together. And you know, that's definitely going to be something that we're going to look forward into the search and destroy is, can Kizzy and Vu specifically turn things around and maybe have a little bit better of a performance there? Or are we going to possibly, you know, just see another 2-0 come through? Because again, this Explicit roster on Tuesday did 250-0 and 6-0 their opponents. I mean, they just made it look easy the whole time.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that was a team of 5 players choosing RUSs, right?
I think 4.
Oh, well, I mean,
Very close though.
one is too much, to be fair. So might as well have been all 5 at that point. Now, as we're getting geared up for it, is going to be a crossfire search and destroy. Certainly don't see a 6-0 in the future of this matchup. What I do see is still a dominant performance from Explicit. I think they are going to take this one, even with them being on the attacks off the rip. I think they are going to take this one 6-2 closer, maybe 6-1.
6-2. All right. Well, we will certainly have to see. Again, there is good talent on the side of Storm. The likes, you know, we've seen Kizzy in the past. Obviously, we've seen Losty in the past with varying performances. Kryzo is someone who hasn't been in the scene as much as I would have expected to see him after, you know, when I initially came into casting COD Mobile. He was obviously a very relevant player at the time, and you know, had taken a step away from the game or just away from competitive or whatever the case may be. And well, I obviously can't expect too much out of someone we haven't seen in the recent seasons, at least to a consistent degree. And we are just waiting on Rihan to get readied up now. We'll get you guys into the game. Boom, there it goes. And our Crossfire Search and Destroy verdict is underway.
There we go. Crossfire never looked better. We're going to see a 2-0 across the board here for this series. We're going to see a game 3. Well, based off what I saw in the hardplay, I don't think Storm has what it takes to take it to that game 3. And even if they do, I don't think they have the guts to back it up for a reverse. Nonetheless, we'll see the teams battle it out now. This is on them. As the push for the bus station area, you're going to be a little bit halted. Obviously, we're looking for the Crossfire. This is Crossfire map. The street's going to be covered. Claps is going to find first blood. That's certainly going to, you know, boost the confidence of an Ego team in Explicit. Thusmore now. The bomb is going to be making its way over to the bus station building. Claps does find a second. Mans is hitting him right now. Kizzy gets dropped, and that is going to be ample opportunity for that bomb to go down. You can see it. Beetle's going to go ahead and hop it. Gets the smoke down. The trophy's right there. Perfect plays. Perfect execution. Cartels finds one in the back, and now it's all on Vu and Losty.
All on Vu and Losty indeed, and Cartels, well, he's able to come through with a free one right off the rip, and now Losty pushing up. It'd be an incredible comeback to make happen. He gets a nice quick scope there. Oh, hello? Hello?
Rage mode, bro.
Bro, that was some Fredward level stuff right there, bro.
Yo, dial it back a little bit, Losty.
Yeah, I mean, let's not make it obvious here, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, that's going to be Rehan coming through with the final kill, and you know what was looking like a tear for Losty does come to an abrupt end. That's going to be a first round in favor of Explicit. And again, I think this is kind of the way we expected this to go.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's already starting like the hard point. Losty's hard carrying. The rest of the team trying to pick up the slack, just not being successful. That is certainly how it has been so far. And guess what? Losty's down. So 2 players dropped already. Bus station still compromised, but there's only 2 players left to deal with, and they're both there. So see, one's going to get dropped through the... Oh, my God. Claps, homie. The shots through the wall. Shot through the wall, and you're to blame, my guy. Now it's only 1 player in Aries. I'm sorry, homie, but it ain't happening.
All right, Matt, you heard it here first. Absolutely no faith in Aries. And, you know, no faith rightfully put, as Claps is going to come through with the second round clutched up for the... Oh, I guess not necessarily clutched up, but you know what I mean. Secured for the side of Explicit. Now as we get ready for round 3, I'm starting to wonder if we're even going to see those 2 rounds you were anticipating out of the side of Storm, because Explicit are, as you mentioned, just kind of on rage mode right now, and Beetle pushing up does find a couple players. Slaya is going to find one. Beetle finds another. Fennec in hand almost finds Kryzo, but they do pick him up. Kryzo does find Slaya as well. Runs out of bullets. Was looking for the one on Rehan, but couldn't quite make it happen. Cartel's going to come through and ends up picking that one up. And now, just like that, it's Losty once again left alone. My dude.
Bruh.
No shot. No shot.
Bro, Losty dialed it back.
Losty's lost, bro.
Losty, bro. Those shots, not it, homie. First one I can forgive, right? You get a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious. Second one, ain't no way you aiming for the kneecap. Dude is clearly on that jump up. Come on, bro. Get your head in the game. Obviously, I know you're the only player who's, you know, put up solid numbers in both games so far, but right there, that was a hard sell. Nonetheless, it still would have been a 1v2 regardless. Claps just doing a damn good job here at finding first blood. It is going to be Kryzo who drops, but shots from Losty as he's opted to push up with the tight. Same-ish, just a different round now. As you can see it, 2 players left and 4 players left alive for Explicit. Man, Storm, they are just absolutely down bad right here. Catastrophic. Kizzy is going to be able to escape. No, he's not. That is going to be Aries finally getting the job done with 1, but where there's 1, there's at least 2 more, and there's the other. That's Salea. Certainly a 4 round in a row. Maybe we might see a 6-0. I'm going to be honest with you. It's just... you promised me good games tonight, Dave. That's the reason why I promised a cook-ass with you.
Listen,
What is this?
I didn't even want you here. I'm just kidding.
He's not lying, Chad. He is not lying.
Listen, I don't want to be mean, but, I mean, that was, like, the weirdest play from Losty a minute ago, right? Like, we went from watching this guy literally drop 3 kids, like, absolutely nothing, to looking like he shouldn't even be playing in this game. And there's nothing you can say other than the lack of consistency. Just Storm don't deserve the Mobile Mayhem spot. You know, maybe this team sticks together. Maybe they work on the synergy. They work on their individual skill. Maybe they come back next time. But, bro, this ain't it. This is it. This just ain't it. Yeah, Teabag in chat is saying quit and uninstall the game. Yeah, this is... It started off looking like it was going to be decent, and it just has not been.
Sorry, Wi-Fi called. I didn't miss anything, did I?
You missed a rant about Storm not deserving a spot.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, you guys have been watching, right? They clearly.
Right.
I mean, I don't think I needed to add any much value to it. What I can see right here is it's about as even as it's going to get. It's a 3v3. Bomb is certainly in the bus station. And there's one player in Vu right here holding the corner, looking to get the player in Rihan, who just gets absolutely violated right there. Now it's a 2v2 as Cartels does find one of the cross. Aries and Vu. Can you clutch one round, make verdict true? I don't think it's going to happen. Aries is going to be left on his own. Yet again, bomb's going to be collected. Claps and Cartels, they have an idea where he's at. The shot's already going to come through. That is going to be Cartels. My favorite gun in hand, the ICR, making it look as good as it comes. Gonna catch Aries on the transition. Ain't no way he's gonna get away, right?
You can get away for now, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't think this is a
You can run Aries, but you can't hide, homie. Come out with your arms up. We have you surrounded.
Yeah, this definitely ain't a the one that got away scenario, right? Oh, takes a couple more bullets once again. Does pick up one on Cartels. Got 3 on board. We find one round, or is Claps here to clutch up for the team? That's the real question. The bomb plant's coming through. Claps definitely just saw his head through the bus. See ya, Aries. Lights out, bud.
Hey.
Claps is here. Claps with 10 on board. And the 6-0 comes through
Knocking
for
them cheeks,
Explicit.
homie.
Yeah, yeah.
That's tough. R.I.P. Storm. Lost, maybe forgotten.
You know what'll be a good match? Storm versus Reaper Crew. Let's go. Let's go.
Is that right?
Yo, our last match on Tuesday was actually pretty decent. Kind of the lower end of the skill spectrum, but you know, even between the two, you know. So we'll see.
Well,
We'll see.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see, says the blind man. Taking a look at the post-action report. Claps, as I mentioned just a minute ago, he clapped them cheeks. 10 kills on board, 8 for Cartels, 5 for Rihan, 4 for Beetle, 3 for Slay. Slay, we don't care if you got 3 right there, homie. It literally, the top frag on the flip side, literally at 3 too. So 6 rounds in, you don't anticipate that much action when you've got 18 kills for your top 2 frags. So wow, that was quick. We might be out of here early. We might be, able to stream tonight.
We might be able to, and Rihan, I see you in chat talking crap. Listen, congratulations on your guys' win, but when you make it through a Mobile Mayhem season, we'll talk. Okay, that's where we're at here, bud. That's where we're at. We're not even in yet. We already see a name change come through, and that's what got you disqualified last time around. So hopefully you'll find something and stick to it. We ain't taking crap this season. Ain't that right, Verdict?
We're not gonna take it.
Heck yeah,
No,
that's way too old of a
looks
reference for him.
Storm, and we just took all that, bro. 6 rounds in a row of just absolute violation. That last round was about as close as it got, and it was never close.
All right, well, that's going to be the end of our first match for the night. We're going to be gearing up for our next one, which is going to be Wicked versus Midnight. Wicked had a great showing against 6 Feet Under on Tuesday. They came through with a 250-3 hardpoint and a 6-0 search and destroy. Midnight, their games were much closer. I think it was a 250-170 and maybe a round 11 search that they were able to pick up. But they did it in 4v5 fashion for both of the games. So I think there's actually potential for our next match to be pretty decent. So after a quick break, guys, we'll be back and we'll jump on into it.
Oh yeah, baby. That was dope. No lie.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are gearing up for our second game of the night. It's going to be Wicked Esports up against Midnight Gaming, and I got to say, both these teams definitely put their best foot forward on Tuesday. Again, Wicked Esports did have the more convincing results, but Midnight Gaming, again, won their search and their hardpoint in 4v5 fashion, so definitely should be a good matchup between these two teams. And verdict, I do believe I have one thing to tell you about this matchup, and that is that even though that player's name is Asta, that is apparently not Asta.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I appreciate you for informing me, because I would have clearly tried to say Asta or whatever, Astartio. I don't know. Maybe that name is just. It does certainly look like Asta, nonetheless.
I called him Asta all Tuesday. All Tuesday. Nobody corrected me until after.
Yeah. I'm gonna call him A-Star.
A-Star. Gotcha.
Yeah. Or A. Yeah, either or. Nonetheless, here we go. We are geared up for our second series of the night. I'm taking a look at it. This best of three is going to start us off with a little bit of a Hackney Yard hardpoint, followed by a Search and Destroy, a Meltdown, Dom takeoff if we do make it to a game 3. I don't think we got gun bans and whatnot. Can you see it on your side?
CBR and Kilo for Midnight and Wicked, respectively.
Interesting. Okay, well, maybe the same gun bans that we saw last game or last series.
Yeah, Asta in game is someone named Hermes, by the way. So if anybody knows a player named Hermes, that may be your boy. Oh, maybe it's not Hermes. It's the other one. It's the other player. Anyway, we're getting started, guys. They told me who it was on Tuesday, and I clearly have forgotten. But it's not Astapasta.
It's not Astapasta. Is it Mochilla?
No.
Okay. Well, you know what? 21 questions is not my favorite game. It is.
I'm not good at it either.
Yeah. I mean, regardless of being good at the game or not, right now we're looking at being good at this game, and this game has certainly been a back and forth affair on P1. Now you can see we can get the fair share of the trades here on this P1 site. They're doing a great job of not overextending. You can see Deals kind of holding back, anchoring for the new spawn. So a little bit of alert and awareness when it comes to that regard, but it's Annabella who's going to be taken down right there on the objective. and the numbers are going to be prevailing. The break is going to come through, but it's only going to be scrap time that they're going to be getting. And, you know, they're going to be out of this P2 rotation. You can see Nerdy and Annabella looking to make the break on the front side of the warehouse, but the numbers are certainly prevailing for the side of Wicked. They've got Tire Shop locked down. They got smokes there, too. And they look like they might have secured spawns on those kills right there alone.
All right, well, we're on the side of Wicked right now, looking at this P2 hold. They're first on the hill, and they seem to have themselves respawns as well, and you can see the likes of Claps looking to play anchor here and stop any of those side rotations. Dios going to find one before getting taken down by not Asta. Bright going to come through with the refrag, however. SKS in hand is definitely something that I'm going to be on the watch out for, just because obviously in the right hands, the SKS can be a very, very strong weapon. But in not the right hands, I mean, you can be pretty worthless with it. So we'll have to see.
We'll have to see indeed. Now, something I haven't seen a lot of today, and not at all in EU, is the perk that Annabella's using. Or not Annabella, I'm sorry, but Nerdy. That accelerator, you know, the one that you're supposed to use when you're trying to pop that TAC 5 real quick. Certainly is something that is going to come in handy, especially when you're looking at trying to get those TAC 5s instant. Certainly a perk that is a viable option to use. I think I've seen a lot of the Tier 1 teams use it. So to see it in play here, certainly a massive factor. Obviously, it's not going to have a huge factor in the break as the points are, you know, severely in favor for the side of Wicked, and they are rocking and rolling here on this P3 side as well. Nerdy and Hermes are both going to be taken down. Bright going to be doing a great job of holding this top 10 area, but is going to be taken down. That's going to be Annabella looking for the flip. Might have secured it, but again, not a single player on the objective off the rip for the side of Midnight Gaming, and right now they're kind of in a slump.
Well, getting it further on into the action, we expected bigger things out of the side of, not Team Nerdy, Midnight. I don't know why I was about to say Team Nerdy, but yeah, definitely expected more out of them, and well, it's something that we're just not getting. And Dazam, also with the SKS in hand, has 8 on board on a combo 2, does pick up kill number 9. Top frag for the lobby, though, is Dios, who's on 13 and 8 with the M13, so they get 14 on a combo 5. Can't find the kill on Shotzi, but Reckless is at least there for the refrag. And Wicked are just honestly running away with the scoreline right now.
No, they are. You know, didn't you say that Midnight would be like a top pick for the as a team to move on? Well, right now they're kind of getting just, I mean, wrecked. They haven't found success on any of the breaks. The rotations have been lackluster. Their coordination have looked, I mean, they're even spawning in completely different corners of the maps, and I don't know if that's because Wicked are doing a great job of manipulating the spawns, but it just doesn't seem like they have any kind of shot at this hard point. The break here for the P4 site does come through. With 20 seconds left to grab, certainly need to get almost all of this. I mean, it's still not going to be close, but they also need to set up for news, so a bit conflicted, but they have, look like they have secured the spawns for new. They're going to leave one player left on the point. That's going to be Hermes, and now the rotation's over. 7 seconds left to contest. Look like scrap time might not be something that they're going to be able to get without any kind of convenience, but convenience or not, here comes the boxing gloves from Nizam. He's going to be able to take down that player left in the hill, and now it's a battle for P5, where again, the transitions are finally starting to click, and this might be an opportunity for them to turn things around.
Well, I think, well, let's go ahead and get a listen for them right now and see if they can get this good hold on the P5 rotation. Red, what do you think? Oh, he's already there. Cool.
He's on trailer. He's on trailer.
Fuck. Jump all, jump all, jump all. Watch your green. Heaven, 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 heaven. Heaven, 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 guys. Heaven. You jump down, you jump down. Heaven, 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 heaven.
One more.
Good shit, good shit, good shit, good shit.
Dead, point dead.
Watch yellow, watch yellow, watch yellow, watch yellow.
Van.
Start playing new, start playing new.
Van dead.
Start playing new, guys.
I'm gonna play LBJ, I'm gonna play LBJ.
Get it.
Rotate, I got it. Just rotate.
Come new, guys. Go new, guys.
I'm coming new.
I have stuns. There's one mid.
Yo, there's two new.
Hop out.
Yo, Hermes for life. Play Hermes.
Top green.
Top green. Watch your top green.
Gates. Abandon.
Blue van, guys. Blue van.
Blue banded.
Yo, we're all on point. Get out. Don't stack.
Mid.
Guys, watch it. What do you see? Somebody watch.
Two mid. Four mid.
AC, hop up. AC, top AC. 2.
No, top AC right now.
One more.
Nice.
Come on, one shot. Same spot. He's pushing you.
Guys, I need
Good
help.
try.
There's two.
Yeah, you're
There's
good.
two, guys.
Help her. Come on, we're done by one hill.
Attack,
It's easy.
One more point. He was half.
Yo, point, and then AC.
Hold on. Don't push one by one. Please regroup.
We gotta stop pushing one by one, guys. That's it. That's all it is.
Okay, start going new, please. Start going new.
Translate them out. Hey, one plays abandoned. He plays abandoned.
I got ult.
At abandoned. Yeah, abandoned. He's somewhere near abandoned.
You got
Watch the window.
You got it.
One hill.
No, container right side.
Yeah, wait.
I spawned all the way out.
All right, some very, very solid comms, which actually is kind of a trait that we've come to know of teams that have Nerdy on it, right? He's very, very vocal, wants to be that IGL for the team, and as a result, you get a bunch of vocal players. And gotta say, overall, Midnight, we obviously had a rough season for them last time around, right? Verdict, I mean, the comms were so depressing that we actually stopped listening in, right? And that was not at all the vibe that I got out of the comms here today. So that's a huge step up for them. They're making a big comeback in the game here. And I gotta say, I think Nerdy is like maybe the most vocal player about the most basic stuff, right? Like, I've never heard someone like so
positive,
loud.
energy,
well,
yeah.
I was even going even more random than that, right? I've never heard someone like so loud and excited that they're playing objective. He's like, I got objective, go new, and he is just like the loudest in the voice call.
Dude's a bundle of joy, and I think that's one of the things that Midnight were missing last season. They didn't really have that player there to pep. And when you've got a guy like Nerdy on your team, you want to win, right? And then you've got the voice of reason in Annabella. You heard the comms. Calm down. Everyone, don't push in one by one. Collect yourselves. Let's get our act together. The voice of reason. And I think those two kind of bounce off of each other. It makes for a great tandem now, as you can see it. Only 30-point deficit. They've turned the hard point around. Even though they haven't been great on these rotations. As a matter of fact, they didn't get a lot on the break from that P2 tire shop. Wicked just have not been going down without a fight, regardless of what the case in the scenario is. As a matter of fact, you can tell they're scrappy as hell. Look, they are all in. Two players on the objective here on this P3 hill, where this is not a money objective, but they have pulled blood from the stone. It has certainly been one of those games for them, and they are not looking to give this lead up.
All right, well, I think Verdict, let's go ahead and jump in with Wicked. They've got the lead. We obviously did the listen in with Midnight already, and let's see how Wicked are trying to pull things together here.
Let's do it.
Top green. Wait,
mid one shot. That's 2 mid. Forget.
Look at the ball.
Mero.
Ocupa ayuda, loco.
Tú estás por grúa.
Point.
Grúa.
Top green.
Top green.
One to back alley.
No, medio, una bala a punto. Dos.
Muertos dos.
Morito, saltó. Una bala.
Muerto.
Medio, ahí nace atrás.
Nacen van.
Con you.
Sigo. Uno por medio.
One shot mid.
Medio.
Two yellow right now. Two yellow.
Two legs.
One you.
Otro más.
Let's do.
One man.
They're new.
Morito, loco.
Abajo P3.
Three new. 3 on point.
One top yellow ready.
Amarillo uno.
Tiene humo. Go.
Yellow
One shot.
Amarillo dentro. Se fue. L abajo. No le doy nada.
Muerto abajo L, uno más, punto.
Van por van.
Point.
No bala punto. One shot hill.
Muerto.
Well, I gotta say the comms were a little bit quieter, but they were very, very clear verdict. You knew exactly what was going on the whole time, what plays they were prioritizing on the go next calls. 3 new, 1 yellow, yellow's 1, Purifier 1 on point. So really, really clear comms, and Wicked, they do come through with the 250 to 198 win. And I gotta say, this has been one of the better matches so far. So as we get into our search and destroy, it's going to be a big question on if Midnight can bring things back, because, bro, this is your shot to get in, right? So we'll see as things keep rolling. And Wicked, they're up 1-0 in the series.
Yeah, this is obviously not an opportunity to be eliminated. This is an opportunity to put yourself in a position to succeed, right? You don't have to battle it out in the losers bracket. Wicked, putting everything out on the line. I got to say, you can't start games down 100 points and expect to make the turnaround if you're not going to be fully invested on those rotations. Aside of Midnight, there was nothing, about their rotations earlier on that were just poor. It was just the timing just wasn't there. Wicked just seemed to make sure that the spawns were settled in for those money hills. They go all in on those hills that are toss-ups, puts them in a position to succeed in that P5, and all they needed to do was make one solid push to get the break, and that's exactly what they did. They counted their kills, they counted the players, they made sure they knew what they were doing when they made their last little push there, and it panned out perfectly. 35 kills on board for Reckless, 35 for Dazam. Overall, it's just a phenomenally evenly distributed game in regards to kills and as far as objective, with the exception of Dios, who only picks up 16 seconds. Everybody else on that minute marker. And then you got Reckless, who also picks up 2 minutes and 7 seconds. When you got someone who could do both, it's damn near unstoppable. He's picking up your kills, he's picking up your objective time. Bro is literally your slayer and objective all in one. And, someone as versatile as that definitely come in handy. On the flip side of things, minute 32 and a minute 24 for Hermes and, Annabella, but their KD's nowhere near that +10 marker.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't. And I gotta say, look, as much as I love Nerdy here, I might almost be rooting for the side of Wicked. I see we've got Rosie in chat, and if Wicked being in Mobile Mayhem is gonna, allow us to be in the presence of BR greatness more often, we might just have to take the hell for Team Nerdy here. So we'll see if Midnight can bring it back again. Obviously, the comms are sounding way better than last season. Of course, I'm also kidding, Chad. I'm not actually rooting for one team or the other. Just got to give a big shout out to.
He's totally biased.
No,
yeah.
We just got to give a big shout out to Rosie, one of the most cracked players in the entire BR scene. One of my favorites to watch. I wish I got to cast more BR in all honesty, but I guess that's neither here nor there at this point. We are going to be gearing up for our search and destroy here momentarily, guys. And, again, this is a big question on if Midnight can make the comeback happen. They won their search 4v5 on Tuesday, so we'll have to see if they can push us to that game 3 and maybe make the reverse sweep happen, because right now, Wicked are in a prime position. They won their search 6-0 against 6 Feet Under on Tuesday, and they might be looking to secure themselves a spot here in Mobile Mayhem.
Who?
Wicked?
No, you said who they beat 6-0?
6 Feet Under.
Who?
6 Feet Under.
Oh, okay, interesting. Well,
yeah,
anything can happen on a map like Meltdown. Certainly one of those maps that I feel like is probably one of the better for competitive play. It's balanced, everything's kind of equalized, and Abella doing a great job right there finding first blood, and that is going to be Dio's drop. So the B-side push going to be halted. Now they're going to be looking for kills for themselves. That's going to be Dazam taking down Shotzi. So you peek the angle, you pay the price, and that is going to be Shotzi falling victim to a sniper of the side of Wicked. So 1-for-1 trades in about 40 seconds into the round. Not a lot of traction on B, but still a little bit of a halt. They're looking to pump their brakes and clear these gear sides off before they make the push up. And Reckless just doing exactly what he did from the hard point second time over. The search and destroy, nothing different. Just picking up those kills to put them team in a profitable position, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And Hermes with a big rotation from behind is able to find one. The 2v3, can he find some extra to help the team here? Gets pushed by 2, and on the opposition, that's going to be a star not coming through with the kills needed. And first round does go over to the side of Wicked, who might be looking to start rolling through here with a potential 2-0 victory over Midnight. Certainly not something I would have expected, but certainly something they're here and proving that they are completely capable of doing.
Yeah, we'll have to see. 15 seconds in, looking for another B-side push. A lot of lethals, a lot of tacticals thrown, maybe a little bit of a waste because there wasn't a push to follow it up. And gear side is where we see all the action. Claps is going to catch Nerdy off guard in the back. That's going to be Reckless continuing his reckless rampage. My guy is sitting already at 5 kills. We have not even completed the second round. Bomb's going to go down nonetheless. And it's all on Not So Asta. Can he make the shots hit? Does find one. But the bomb's down, 40 seconds on the clock. Pressure's riding high. And, you know, intensity just hasn't been the name of the game here for the side of Midnight. We'll see if they can pick the slack up with Stark, who is actually kind of hitting some shots. Wish he could have hit those last round. They had a little bit of a pinch scenario where Hermes was up aggressive in the spawn with the Finnick. But when you're not able to get the support from the backside, it's kind of hard for you to make those pushes up and get into a position to compromise your opponents. Nonetheless, it is going to be taken down, and that is going to be 2 solid rounds in a row there for the side of Wicked.
All right, well, Wicked up 2-0 right now. They've had a great performance so far here on their side of the offense. Another aggressive B push does come through, and, you know, is this an opportunity where Midnight can turn things around? Again, we did see A-Star come through with a couple big snipes there, but needs to hit him a little bit earlier on. This time around, it is going to be Annabella opening up with 1. Shotzi finds another Nerdy, saves Annabella's life, and now Reckless pushing up. He's got 4 members in front of him that are dangerously low, but it's A-Star coming through and is able to take him down. And now Claps, the one player who made a rotation on offense. I don't know why you'd split as a team on offense and Meltdown, but sure enough, that was what happened. Now he's got to find a 1v5 clutch. And Annabella should have won that gunfight, but didn't. And now Claps is alive, starting to make it look a little bit more doable. But A-Star comes through and puts the first round on board for the side of Midnight.
Yeah, Midnight find 1. If you've watched Claps' location, he's done a great job of holding off the push to B. And doing a great job of playing on an island where he's playing 1v1 gunfights with whoever's holding or pushing the A side alone, or whoever's in mid lacking. And that round, he just kind of gets, you know, ousted as the last player alive. Obviously, you know, 2 rounds in a row, they have made the same play and it's panned out. It hasn't been stopped. This round in particular, just didn't pan out the way that we could anticipated. So 4 players drop almost instantly, and then you got Claps, who's all alone in mid, looking to make the rotation through. So again, another B-side push. Not too much creativity coming through, but when something's not broke, don't break it, right? Don't try to fix it. Don't try to do anything new. Last round might have been a fluke. We'll see if it does. If it does pan out that Midnight's able to hold off this B push with a little bit of pressure on the gears, maybe they opt for another A-side push, or maybe they play for picks. This map is, you know, it's interesting to see the plays come through. You know, the aggression towards A. Or are you going to be a little more passive on B? Right now, the passive is just not paying off. A Star and DaVinci, a.k.a. Annabella, are just absolutely waxing right now.
I was kind of trying to watch the rotation with Bright and Hermes up in the boiler rooms. They kept both pushing towards the door, but neither player wanted to peek. And finally, it was Hermes walking on out, and a free kill went over to Bright, but while that was going on, the rest of his team did kind of get shredded, and now we're all tied up 2-2. We're on round 5. It's the last round of the Wicked offense verdict. Can Wicked extend their lead once again going in the half, or is this Midnight showing that they were just warming up in the hard point and they are here to stay?
What to see now is the last round here indeed. As you can see, a little bit more passive. 2 players looking to hold off the angles, maybe looking for somebody to cross. 2 players in mid, 1 player on A directly, looking for maybe a call out to get the go-ahead to rotate back. We'll see if that pans out now as 4 players stacking B. And now the focus here for the side of Midnight. They're going to be anticipating the cross, and this might not be the play. Hermes is reading it like a book. You also got a Start, who's also starting to make those rotations over. The bad thing is they've already made the transitions, and we all know how bad it is to get a retake on the A side. Once that bomb's down, it is almost impossible to get a breach unless someone pushes out without any kind of warning. So we'll see how it pans out. Claps down with staircase, looking to hold the push. A Start looking to contest up top, but They're going to cover their angles first. The nades are going to come through. 30 seconds left. The 5v5 retake. Literally at a standstill. The hit marker is going to leave Claps half health, but nothing to follow up with. This is tough. Got to see this come through a little quicker if you're Midnight.
For one trade verdict, and now it's a 2 for 2, but there's only 12 seconds to go, and Wicked are in great position to defend the bomb here. Nerdy finds one, but there's not enough time. Dazam comes through with the 2-piece, and Wicked gonna get themselves the lead once again. It's a 3-2 lead for Wicked. They do have the advantage, but we are switching sides. That is going to give Midnight the offense. And I think this is one of the most potent maps that really defines the difference between an offense and defense. I think a lot of Call of Duty maps are really, really badly designed for search and destroy. But this one definitely, gives you two very different play styles depending on which team or which way your team wants to go, right? And I think that's great for the competitive scene, and that's why I've missed Meltdown so much in the competitive scene. So I hope it sticks. I don't care that it's not playable in Hardpoint. I don't care that it's not great for Dom.
I don't even think you can play it in Hardpoint, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, it was a ruling from CODM, right? That, you had to be able to play, for it to be a champs map, it had to be playable on all modes. I think that's stupid. Please just don't do that again.
I think it's a silly rule. Obviously, this map in particular is just so well balanced for search and destroy. As a matter of fact, we see a little bit of that strategy coming through, that psychology that comes into play when you're playing in a search and destroy game. Like, if you're getting owned at A off the rip, your opponents are almost always going to anticipate a B push. You're getting dominated like this, and this is where this map becomes a little unbalanced if you're not successful on that first A push, because now you're just going to be read like a book. They're almost always going to play for that B retake or set up proper for at least a B hold if you do push. That bold A side push probably should have been held for the second round, to be fair.
We are blessed by greatness in the chat. The one and only Orlando Bloom, a.k.a. Gilmania in the chat, Verdict.
Oh,
Fun
Gil,
fact,
bro.
he called me Verdict on Tuesday.
Well, that's funny, because his name had Verdict up top at the beginning.
Well, Zom was looking for a shot onto A-Star, but couldn't quite find it, and now as things start to pan out, we have a very broken push coming through from the side of Midnight, and we have a couple players taking the underground, but it does look like Bomb Carrier is going to rotate right in front of Dazam, and that's going to be Annabella taken down, didn't peek her angles. Reckless takes down Nerdy, and Wicked, they might be starting to run away with the Search and Destroy 2. They could be on map and match point if they're able to win this round. Shotzi, however, does come through with one onto Dazam. That brings things back to a 2v3, but with Bright taking down A-Star, that's going to be Shotzi left alone to clutch up a 1v3, and honestly, Verdict, I just don't see it happening with the way that Wicked have been playing. Now his position's revealed.
Yeah, now the position's revealed. It's only a matter of time before the team comes collapsing in. We'll see if this 1v1 can, ensue before. Maybe Shotzi can get down one before the push comes in, but Bright actually rotates right behind him. He's going to be able to do the deed and disappear. No, shots are going to come in. It does look like Reckless is on the prowl. He's going to reposition perfectly. Gets the shots to land through the door frame, and that is a tough rotation. That was a chalk push. I'm sorry, homie. There ain't no way you're pushing 2 players through the tunnel and not all 5. I mean, if you're going to go through that way, you got to be stacking it. Ain't no way you're going to leave 2 right in the wide open right there, and your bomb carrier in the opponent's spawn, and there's nobody there to get a trade. Just ain't happening.
Well, right now it's looking like we might see Midnight Gaming fall. I do think they have an opportunity to replay if they're able to win the losers bracket games, right? Double elimination, so they do have another shot, but the Search and Destroy ain't been it. The Hardpoint wasn't it. I don't know if they came to the table not warmed up today or what, but you obviously can't discredit the way that Wicked have been playing. This does look like another round's going to go in favor of Midnight here. The 1v5 clutch just not going to happen in 30 seconds for Claps. And you know me, I'm always one that's if you found 3, you can find 3 more. And, I think Team Gil in the Dream Team staff event proved that to all of us when they took down Team Verdict.
Well, let me tell you about that. We sold 1 round, and we never recovered from there. We were trying to keep Pete with the Melee event that was also going on. and it kind of was our demise. We could have won that one and took it to a game 5, but that's neither here nor there. What I will say is, I like the effort there on that B-side push. What I gotta see is better timing, though. Like, you look at the hardpoint rotations, the timing just wasn't there for the side of Midnight Gaming. The timing for that B-side push, well, I guess it's now or never, right? You're about to lose if you don't. I would have liked to have seen that in the first attacking round before they get just put into a position where they have to go B, and now they're playing for their lives. So maybe a little bit better of a, you know, first round on the attack. Maybe start off on the right foot and then throw your opponents off and go for it. A little bit of an ego challenge. Now you're kind of caught with your pants down. I mean, the bomb's right on the B site. 2 players are holding it hostage, and you got one that's lurking right behind you. It's only a matter of moments before he converges, and that is going to be Claps pulling out the straps, and that is going to be a 6-3 win for the side of Wicked.
All right, well, you heard it here. Claps pulling out the straps. And that's going to be the 6-3 win. Does come through for Wicked. No, found 3 more for the side of Midnight. They dropped 2-0 against Wicked. Definitely not an outcome I expected. I was really hoping a game 3 was going to come through here, but Wicked just played this series so good. And, you know, they're going to be moving on, and it's going to be Team Midnight will be facing off against, or Midnight Gaming will be facing off against, I think, the Reaper crew. So I do think they have a big opportunity to potentially come back on in and make a comeback happen. Reaper crew, listen, as much as I respect them for showing up, I even talked to some of the guys from Reaper crew off stream, and you know, they know that they're not ready for this competition. They had mentioned right after day 1. I remember I was actually playing Warzone with you and Tech the other night, and I was like, yo, these guys are messaging me, and they're like, yo, what can we do to improve? And one of the things they were like, should we even show up? And I told them absolutely. I said, even if you come through and get beat on Thursday, I think it's a great opportunity for you to practice against some of the other teams that are looking to be at that level of Mobile Mayhem competition, as well as reach out to the other teams in the competition and start getting scrims together with them, because that is going to be a much better way of improving your skill than coming through and just trying to grind ranked, right? So hopefully we'll see Reaper crew put up a better performance today. I told them to get some VOD reviews in and, you know, not only watch themselves, but watch the other teams that they may have to compete against, try to get an idea of their play style, and, you know, maybe we'll see a little bit more life out of the Reaper crew here today. I believe that's going to be our next matchup, guys. So we're going to take a quick break, and we got a short word from COD Mobile, and we will be right back for our next matchup, guys.
Oh yeah, baby. That was dope. No lie.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are sorry about the extended delay. We had a player that was on streamer mode. We were trying to get them to turn it off so that we can give you the best casting experience that we can. Obviously, it's pretty hard to pronounce a streamer mode name. But, again, they do have that fixed verdict. And, we were kind of joking between in the break there, right? Me and you were both different generations of Nova. But, chat, we gotta rock the best team in COD Mobile. Obviously, that is Nova Esports over in Europe, or at least they're one of the best teams in Europe right now. And completely uncoordinated. I just happened to put this on, and I came back, and Verdict's like, "Yeah, I'm wearing my Nova jersey." It came in, and B was like, "Yeah, I saw that earlier." I was like, "Huh, I got my Nova jersey on."
Yeah, man, we were in sync, bro. I'll be Justin Timberlake, and you could be the rest of the irrelevant ones, right?
Wow. All right, chat. We're gonna call Mobile Mayhem North American qualifiers there. We're gonna finish it off stream because I can't stand this guy anymore.
Yeah, bro. I mean, hey, when you hand it to me on a silver platter, bro, I'm just gonna take it and run with it. Okay, so we're gearing up for it. We've got some action left in us tonight. We got 2 more series. The first one that we're gonna start with is going to be the loser of the second series, facing off against the Reaper crew, which again is going to be midnight. So solid rotations are going to be a desperate need for this squad in midnight because they kind of got outplayed by Wicked. But have no fear, they have a chance to redeem themselves here for a second time tonight. And obviously, this is for much more at stake than what we're leading on. As a matter of fact, if you take a look at it, the winning team moves on. The losing team is out. Only 2 spots available. Certainly, you're shoe-in for a top spot and a guaranteed position for Mobile Mayhem. Starting to slip day. I'm going to be honest with you. They're in the losers bracket. Kind of got bodied in the hardpoint and the Search and Destroy earlier. Are they going to be able to redeem themselves? Well, I guess we're just going to find out as we're going to go ahead and jump into it. It's going to be a hardpoint slums to start things off. Lovely Panama map. Love it. Wife will love it too. Huge shout out. Go Panama. Feed
You
up,
should
Panama.
you should have her look at it sometime and give
Yeah.
you
Hey, do
historical
you remember
accuracy.
this? Yeah. Do you remember this spot? Is this a spot that you are familiar with?
Probably not.
Well, I thought. Hey, look, I thought we told these players to take off streamer mode. What the hell is this guy's name that I spawned into?
That is not streamer mode. That is actually his name.
No, that is a bunch of letters that mean nothing.
I didn't say it's readable. I said that's the actual name. That's not streamer mode.
I don't believe you.
Bro, I don't know what to tell you. That ain't streamer mode.
Well, it might as well be streamer mode because I sure as hell not gonna try and make that.
Do we want to go ask?
No, not really.
All right, I'm gonna go ask. I'm gonna mute on stream real quick, chat, and we're gonna go figure out what this guy wants to be called, or
What this
girl,
person
or
wants to be
girl,
called.
yeah, or other. You know, who knows? All right, never mind. I already figured it out. It's Windman Knows.
What does he know?
I don't know, but he is the only player of his team in voice chat.
He's a one-man army, bro. We're gonna have to join listen-ins. I gotta hear the comms of this guy.
Oh God. Yeah, in Discord, his name is Windman Knows, and I'm noticing that his name is exactly that without the vowels. So.
Well, alrighty. He's got a shovel in hand, the sandy spade. Lovely one, but the RP.
Listen, bro. Listen, bro. This is.
So
listen,
dumb.
bro.
Okay, he swapped. You swapped to the RUS! Homie, I thought we had a conversation about this! Oh no, that's somebody else. I swapped over. I couldn't look at it anymore. It's just ridiculous. Bro, okay, Midnight, your chances just skyrocketed.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is the exact conversation that I had with one of their players on Tuesday night, actually. Draugr messaged me. He's like, you know, we know we're not ready for this level of competition. If that wasn't apparent before we came, it's certainly apparent now. What can we do to do better? And one of the first things I told him was, you guys need to start using the meta, because as much as I like the RUS, it's just not viable when you compare it to the likes of the PPSH or the CBR. As much as you guys may like the 117, it's just not viable compared to the Kilo, the Type, the M13, the AS Val, etc. We've already seen an RPK out. I will say, we've got a CBR in the hand, a Pool of Demise. We've got an M13 for Voiceless. We got a CBR for Spaz. A DRH now for Windman Knows. I'm not in love with it, but another CBR out for Trident. So I like that they're at least switching up to something that's a little bit better currently. But again, I largely feel like the skill level's not entirely there for them yet. And, that's okay. That's okay. We, appreciate them coming through. And, again, they knew on Tuesday that they weren't ready for this level of competition, and they still showed up here today. They signed up for something in chat. They're going to finish it. So, big shout out to them here.
Well, big shout out is not going to save him from this ass whooping, man. This has already been 100 points in, 0 points accumulated. This is just a brutal one to watch. The push, even with spawns, is not successful. The M13 in the hands of Voiceless. Is it going to be able to get there in time? The contest is going to be shut down, and still, they're going to remain pointless right here as two players going to be already set up for new, and that's Midnight Gaming. You know what? I got to hear the comms, man. I need to hear Nerdy at this moment. I need to hear what these call-outs sound like and how hyper accelerant they are. I can guarantee you he is jumping in his shoes right now, bro. And he ain't even got no shoes on.
Attack. Hey, Lungy.
Lungy dead.
No, what the fuck?
Wait. Great. We're dead.
Okay. There's one new, guys.
Secret.
And Lungy.
I'm rotating.
Lungy.
Lungy. Niggas are actually so ass. Oh my god.
You're on a 15. Alright, focus up.
I didn't notice it until the last second. I looked up and I was like, oh, well, hot damn, Day's not here. When Annabella, yeah, say less. I figured as much. Well, Shotzi's using the RUS. Did he find this off the ground, or was this something that he had handcrafted? He's a demon, bro. He is a demon for real. This is, my God, this is just an absolute nightmare to watch. I feel bad for even participating. 5 seconds left here on this P4 rotation. You can already see it. Reaper, they're still looking for the back-end transition. They're still looking to get point on the hill for the P4 rotation, and it's done. There's nothing to scrap. There's nothing to fight for in that P4 rotation. They're still making the hill through the mid, and they're going to be caught out now as the rotation over to this P1 reset. God, if they don't close it out here, I might just force close the game.
Friendly airstrike incoming. Friendly airstrike incoming.
Did make a difference. Alrighty. Well, are we done? Yeah, we're done. We're done. Drops mic. Yeah. Well, you know what? No mic drop here needed. It was a very brutal beating they took here in the slums hardpoint, and they are saddling up for a game 2. Obviously, they didn't even get a single point on board. I mean, you see the KDs. They primarily just got outplayed. We'll just keep it at that. So big game coming through for the side of Midnight Gaming. They're going to be able to, find a little bit of a redeeming game here against this Reaper crew who obviously, wanted to participate and didn't necessarily understand what kind of competition they were getting into. That's quite all right. You never know until you try. Well, they tried, and the byproduct is a 250-0. No shame in the game there. They showed up. Again, Destiny game official gaming didn't for stage 4.
Yep.
So, those particular teams, I'd rather have someone who's going to actually play than anybody who, quote unquote, deserve to be there. I need people to play. We need people to play. And I love the fact that they are playing today. Now, their outcome, certainly not favorable. They literally got destroyed. That's okay. You get up and you try again next time, right?
Yeah, and chat, you guys can rag on them and say it's embarrassing all that you want, and if they didn't weren't ready to qualify or play qualifiers, then why did they sign up? Listen, they didn't realize where they were at before. They hadn't played at this level of competition. They weren't scrimming teams. They were just a ranked team, and again, they got their butt handed to them on Tuesday, and they asked for advice. They already know that they're out for this season, and we're already looking forward to maybe seeing them improve down the road. So you can say what you want. I give absolute mad respect to Reaper Crew for showing up and getting that practice in, getting themselves some VOD footage that they can review. That's good drive. That's good drive. That's good mentality to have, whether they take a hard L here or not. That's something that you can learn from. And if you don't set yourself into a position where you can learn from your losses, then I mean you're never going to improve. So big shout out to Reaper Crew. Again, I talked to the guys. They You know, they're super chill. And
There we go.
you know, they understand, you know, so they're here, they're getting that practice in, they're getting that opportunity to improve their skills, and I don't think you guys can disrespect them over that in all reality here. So
I mean, I don't know if disrespect is necessary. Obviously, that game, just watching it was disrespectful enough. The fact that you know, they'll take it in as a learning experience and move on and try and get better from there. I don't know how much you're going to be able to pull out a VOD review on that. It's ultimately just coming down to not being
I
able to
did
win
tell
those
them their
gunfights.
VOD review is going to be mostly watching
Gunfight.
where the other teams capitalized on their rotations and
There we
such.
go. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, you're always trying to pull, you know, something out of nothing, because there was certainly nothing there. Shotzi's gonna find shots right there. He's gonna find himself victim, though, as we see kills coming through already. The search and destroy a little more competitive than the hard point off the rip, and you can see Paz literally in the opponent's spawn site, and we might actually see a round in favor of the guys over at the Reaper crew.
Well, Nerdy does come through with a big 2-piece, but Spaz able to take down Annabella. It's now a 2 versus 2. Nerdy and Paris up against Voiceless and Spaz. Can we see the Reaper crew put a point on the board here for the search? Well, Voiceless definitely making it look possible. Picks up 1 on to Nerdy. He's using the RUS, but is using that new skin, and he actually might have picked this one up. I'm not entirely sure if he started with this one, but he's only got 1 kill on board, so this one might be his.
Just notice that's a bulldog right there. That is super cute, bro. I kind of need this skin in my life. My wife loves bulldogs, and she would absolutely die over seeing this on the back of a gun. I mean, she would melt. Nonetheless, bomb's going to be dropped there yet again as we see the rotations over. Voiceless going to be like to pick up the pieces. It's a 1v1. Can they clutch it up and put more points here in the search than they did in the hard point? Certainly doable. I think this is the closest it's going to get. Bomb is going to be rotated on, and now Paris just waiting for that player to make a move, and that is going to give him the indicator. There it goes. It's going to be collected. 20 seconds on the clock. Will they be able to get the bomb down uncontested? Paris certainly looking to play spoilers.
Well, Paris in a 1v1. Voiceless does have the bomb and is going for the plant. If
Love
he plays
the plant
this
angle too. Look. He's playing it behind. The bomb head glitch.
Yep, and you know, isn't opting to use the bomb head glitch right now. I think he should have stuck it around a little bit more and maybe looked to play that angle. But now Paris rotating in, gonna get the slide, picks up the kill, and Reaper crew might not have won that round, but man, they were close. They were close. Yeah, Paris.
Yeah,
My
thank
God.
you,
Yeah.
thank you, homie. We got more class than that. We got more taste in that, right?
God, I hope so.
Yo, you know, he played it properly. He played it for a one-man push, which is that bomb head glitch. The bad thing is he just didn't play that angle. And that's, I guess, VOD review right there. You know, you had the right mentality. You planted it behind the bomb head glitch. Use that head glitch and abuse it, right? Use it, abuse. That's what we are known for here in COD. You camp the corner, you abuse the hell out of it, you get the kill. Search or destroy. It doesn't matter how you get it done. It's just a matter of getting it done. And right now, the side of Midnight, they are getting it done. It does look like 3 have dropped already. Trident's going to roll through the corner. His pistol's out for Astaro. He is going to be able to find that one, and now it's all on Spaz. He's getting chased, dude. They're going to hog tie him. That's tough.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish he would have hit that knife on Nerdy. If you want me to be honest with you here. Oh man.
Just waiting for Reaper crew to get 1 round up so I can be like, oh, Midnight, you guys are down bad, homies.
Yikes.
Absolutely the worst. That's not the case there. There's a 1v1 spoiler for Paris. And that last round, no kills coming through for the side of the Reaper crew. And the, man, the round is just not getting better by the time. So
I'll tell you what, they looked pretty solid in that first round, though. You gotta give them credit for that. They looked they've already looked a lot better than they did on Tuesday. Okay, so they're definitely getting a little bit rolling here. They're down 3-0. I don't expect them to win here. Again, they don't expect them to win here. But again, I think the biggest thing is they're showing up. They're getting that practice. Where they're seeing from a team that does have that experience, that is also at the level of having to compete for a spot. So I think this is realistically, you know, one of the best outcomes for them right now. Spaz does pick up 1 before getting taken down by Shotzi. It's a 1-for-1 trade to start things off. A-Star pushing on in. Windman finds 1 on Nerdy, but A-Star finds another. RPK probably about to get taken down here. Yeah, sure enough, the ADS isn't there. And again, this is
man, that's so bad, bro. I couldn't help myself. I busted out laughing, dude. I saw the RPD come through, and I mean he's pre-firing the hell out of an angle, and bro is fighting demons, homie. He does swap guns. Thank you. The RPD is great. I think it's great for content creators. I think I seen Jim use it better in the what is it, the Trovo Creator Showdown. But right now it is just, I mean, it's a bloodbath, dude. They are. I'm trying to be respectful as possible. Nerdy not making it easy though, as he does come through, makes it look easy right there. Finds one more, and that's 7 on board. Nerdy is sweating his ass off, dude. He's only got 7 kills.
Well, another kill is going to come through. Oh, Voiceless, you got to win that one, my dude. Nerdy finds 2, and we're now on a match point here, guys. What did you miss, Evo? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing in the hard point. Nothing in the search and destroy so far.
Exactly what you would have expected.
Yeah.
All right, well, Spaz aggressively pushing up here. Oh, does see Paris? Spaz actually has some really solid movement.
Yo, we got to give a shout out to Window. He just got 1 kill with the RPD.
All right, well, A-Star comes through with the 2-piece with the pistol. Looking for maybe number 3 as well. Pushes up onto Voiceless here. Does pick that one up. Kind of savage, but I kind of like it. Spaz was able to find kill number 5 in the background. Make it kill number 6 as he takes down Annabelle. It's now a 1 versus 2. 6 kills on board for Spaz, 6 for Paris, 8 for A-Start. Got about 1:10 left on the clock. And this is presumably going to be probably a free bomb plant coming through here soon. Spaz, I think, actually got a sight line on his opponent here and might be looking for the kill. Pulls out the knife, maybe a little bit too early. I mean, I'm telling you, Spaz actually ain't that bad, dude.
No, he's not. No. He's kind of cracked. I'm not going to lie, dude. He's got 7 on board. He's got the little knife swapping pistol out or gun out. And the rotations, they have been hella aggressive, and he's kind of been fruitful with the shots, too. So it's a 1v1 again. Is this a repeat of the first round?
I think
1v1 with Paris.
Yeah.
Paris, don't you dare do it to him like this, bro.
All right, guys. Can we see a round put up by the side of the Reaper crew? Spaz, arguably been looking like the best player for this lineup. He's got 7 on board right now. I mean, he's out fragging Annabella, Shotzi, and Paris. So, if anybody had a chance to clutch this one up for the team, I got to say, I think it'd probably be Spaz. I think maybe a little bit too much movement with the knife, on some of those long backside rotations, sure. But, I mean, you're right up on the bomb, and you've got the knife in your hand now. That's going to make it very, very difficult to take a gunfight. And, with time trickling away, he hasn't been able to find Paris. And that is going to be a big round for Paris. And, listen, I got to appreciate Spaz because based on the angle that bomb was planted, he knew he had to watch from a player just sitting over at hay bales. Actually, really good kind of read there on which angles to look at, right? Just unfortunately for him, that wasn't the case this time. It was courtyard that Paris was up in, and that's going to be the kill coming through for Paris as the 6-2 win does come through for the side of Midnight, who will bump themselves up into another opportunity to potentially come through with a second shot at life for a spot in Mobile Mayhem. They were obviously taken down by Wicked in the last matchup. They came back and did bounce through, take down the Reaper crew. And now we've got one more match for you here tonight, Verdict. I think you and I, as well as everybody else, can pretty much say, we're ready to just bounce past this matchup.
Yeah. I think it's,
Yeah.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to see this team get proper coaching, get a little better with their gun skill, maybe a little bit more coordination. I'd like to see how they do next season.
I mean, again, keep in mind, this is a team that has not been, scrimming other pro teams, right? You look at the likes of Nerdy, Annabella, Shotzi, Paris, and A-Start. These guys are scrimming some of the other teams that are already in Mobile Mayhem, right? That is something that they have, that the Reaper crew just haven't had yet, okay? And I think there's certain...
It would be a great, Cinderella story, though.
I agree. And, Reaper Crew knew right up front. You know, they again messaged me on Tuesday, and they're like, "Look, we see it's very abundant now that we're, you know, a little out of our element here. We weren't ready for this, but they seem excited to maybe have bigger opportunity in the future, and I'm right there with them for it. So, you know, hopefully we'll see that Cinderella story come to fruition one day. Hopefully they'll take my advice on scrimming some of the other teams. Obviously, we saw them make an attempt with the meta weapons here today. You know, we definitely saw a couple fall back into more comfort than anything. The RPK did find a kill, but largely the gunfights we watched, the ADS just wasn't there, and they got outgunned by a little bit quicker paced guns. CBR being one of the big ones, as you can see here on the final screen. We've got 2 CBRs and 3 snipers for the side of Midnight. But yeah, we're gonna be gearing up, guys. We have Storm versus Vandals next, and Vandals did lose their match on Tuesday to Midnight Gaming. Again, that was a 4 versus 5, but it was a close match. So I'm thinking with what we saw out of Storm here today against Explicit and what we saw out of Vandals on Tuesday, we might actually be having a good match to round things out for tonight's games for you guys. So we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Oh yeah, baby. That was dope. No lie.
All right, everybody. I don't know if you caught it as the scene switched there, but Verdict is trying to get some semi-trucks to honk for him. He's, yeah, get a little bit of that arm pump going. But we are geared up for our final game here of tonight. It's going to be Storm versus Vandals, and honestly, Verdict, I think this one has potential to go either way. There's names we recognize on the side of Storm, but they just did not compete earlier. I mean, that is just the raw fact of the matter. Vandals, again, it was kind of a 4v5. Well, I mean, it was a 4v5 for the hard point. One player had disconnected on the side of Midnight, who did have 18 kills in the hard point, and disconnected on like the third hill or something like that. And they were able to at least make it close. We got into the search and destroy, and we did have 5 players for the side of Midnight, but I mean, it was 0 kills for one of the players. So I mean, for all intents and purposes, it was a 4v5. And going up against Storm here, I definitely expect to have a pretty decent performance out of the Vandals. So we'll have to see as things roll on. Obviously, you haven't got to see really either of these teams play much. You got to see Storm play the one game, and you weren't here for the Vandals. You think Storm's got what it takes, or you just haven't seen enough yet?
We'll be honest with you. I don't think I've seen enough yet. As you made the call earlier, you said you had Midnight Gaming over Wicked, and Wicked just absolutely downright disrespected Midnight. This is a different situation, and I'm going to trust your judgment on this one. And I'm thinking Storm might be able to pull it off. I just don't know if they're going to be able to do it if the only player that's producing is going to be Losty, right? I mean, I'm here for a competitive matchup, and I think the Vandals bring a newer element to the table. I haven't had a chance to spectate this team since qualifier started, but I have heard of Vandals in the past, and I know that they have had like a strong tier 2 presence. Is it going to be enough, to find a spot in Mobile Mayhem? I don't think so, but it is certainly a benchmarker to where they sit at in the scene. And a good matchup against Storm could very well put them in a place to, contest for a second slot. I just don't think it is going to happen now, as we're going to go ahead and get geared up for it. Does look like we're going to start off with a little bit of Raid Hardpoint, Dave.
Yep, Raid Hardpoint for Game 1. Game 2, we'll be looking at a Hackney Yard Search and Destroy. I think that's honestly the best map, or best mode for that map. But then, for Game 3, if we get there, we'll have a standoff domination. I am by no way, shape, or form saying that Vandals are going to win this, but I certainly could see it being one that goes a little bit later in the series than I think people in chat will give it credit for. And we do have bans on the Type 25 and the Kilo, so probably going to have some M13 and CBR in play. So we're starting the game up, guys.
We are starting it up. The lovely Hollywood Hills of California. Raid. Ringside P1, certainly a sweat fest already, and that sweat fest is going to leave one team alive and one team out in the open looking for the transition in. So that is going to be the side of Storm covering their odds and ends, doing a great job. And as a matter of fact, they're getting more collective effort and help from the squad. Aries is 3 deep with kills, as well as Losty. They haven't died as of yet. As a matter of fact, only Kryzo has been traded at the rip, and 1 kill in favor of Frisky, who's rocking the ever so popular TSM clan tag. It's pretty interesting, right? Pretty spicy. Oh, why is that? Why not? Oh. Is that a blame on TSM, or is that a blame on the players, though? Okay, so TSM clan tag is perfectly acceptable then. Okay, alright, interesting.
Grenade out.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Let's go.
Predator missile inbound.
Well, I mean, they used the Predator missile right there, which kind of gave them a little bit of information.
Oh, I was muted
Not
that
gonna
whole time, Verdict. Lol.
I wish I felt bad for you, but I don't. Nonetheless, here we are. It is going to be a P3 opening with the advantage in favor of Storm. Aries is going to find one on the outskirts, doing a little bit of perimeter control, but now here comes the push through the gem site. It is going to be unsuccessful. The first 2 attempts not going to happen, and this is going to be a big kill feed in the favor of Storm. They are rocking and rolling, and I think Lofty might have died to a car explosion right there. It looked like he took his hand or took his own life, but that was certainly a case where he definitely blew up a car and was not away from it far enough to get away.
Well, Vu is able to get a big turn there. Pred missile online for them. Also coming up on attack 5, but Damien on the hill is behind the red Lambo, is going to survive. And, you know, if anything right now, he might not be winning the hill for the team, but he's denying score away, and Frisky with a rotation from behind is going to come through and gets that break. It's not a ton of points, but it is certainly a gap that is getting closed by the side of the Vandals right now. Certainly not having an easy time, but, I mean, dude, this is actually looking to be a pretty decent game right now.
No, you know what? I got to call Storm out on that. That rotation was BS, bro. Ain't no way you're leaving one player in the hill with 25 seconds left. I think it was closer to 30. Like, with the spawns the way they are right now, ain't no way you're setting up for new that early. And sure enough, the break comes through. You know, I'm sure that the side of the Vandals are able to reap your misfortunes. They take those uncontested points just like any other. Right now, we're looking at P4 site where it's a 40-point advantage, still lead in favor of the side of Storm. But again, you know, plays like that kind of make me scratch my head. Like, there was literally 30 seconds and all 4 players had abandoned and started setting up for new. The rotations through mid. Certainly it's paying off, though. The P4 rotation is a lockdown, but, I mean, guaranteed money versus money that's a toss-up. I mean, I don't know. What are you rolling with there, Dave?
I'm 9 times out of 10 going with the guaranteed money. That's why I work and I don't gamble. So, big rotation over from Darks, but he does get taken down by Losty, who's respawn sniping. Why aren't we watching him respawn snipe with 17 on board?
Because we're selling, that's why.
Oh, is that a clat?
No, it was. It looked like it was, but it wasn't.
Oh, rip. Well, Losty, you had your chance, and now we don't care.
Nope, not at all. One light snipe is done. What do we think? A quick listen in while it's close for the Vandals, and then maybe, like, closer to the end, we can jump in with
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
And with the sniper. Oh my
Outer ring, outer ring.
Yo, zig.
Outer
By
ring.
Zig,
One
bro,
kitchen, one shot.
Pool.
He's sniping blue van.
Oh, he's still up in kitchen. Stay in kitchen. Point his angles, though. What side do you want to focus on? What side do you want to focus on? Pushing from.
Pool. He's coming up the mid steps.
Sparrow.
Dead.
You gotta get ring control like early now.
Yeah. In kitchen, nice, you got him. Hold those seconds.
Go Ned, bro.
Outer ring,
Spawn out here for post. I'll try to smoke it out. I'm smoking out the inside ring.
He's red.
Laundry, there's one laundry.
Laundry dead,
One laundry back there.
They're red. They're spawning red.
One laundry, two laundry.
He's on red.
You gotta push
He's
in the
still
laundry.
red. Why is no one getting him?
Pull stairs, mid stairs.
Red dead.
They're laundry side.
There's smokes out there. Where? Where?
In the hill. I hit him.
It's a nade. I can't push it. It's a nade.
He's a blue van sniping.
Well, Verdict, definitely some frustration in those comms. You could hear the, you know, specifically multiple players dying to the player in red, and finally came through. Why is nobody doing anything about the guy in red? Finally, Darks was able to come through and pick up that kill, but the landslide that is now looking like the side of Storm. They're leading 100 points, and they even get the rebreak here on to this P1 reset. And they're starting to extend their lead a little bit. They might even be able to cross into 200 points plus here. And this is where you definitely got to be rotating over if you are the side of the Vandals.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, we heard the comms from Vandals. Let's give, you know, the side of Storm a chance to sound off, as this game might be coming to an ending, depending on how this P2 rotation goes.
Missteps on rocks. Good.
Close to the front.
Good.
You're fine, Dad.
Just hold
He's pushing
it
on
back.
point, bro.
Hold it back.
Watch the right side.
They're coming through laundry, bro. One middle.
Just hold it back, spawns. They're gonna keep down in that cluster.
Dude, behind us, tree.
Right side, guys. Come on.
One on chicken wing.
Chicken
One
wing,
pizza,
nigga.
bro. I got
Chicken
one pizza.
wing.
Yo, wait.
I
What
got
the
two,
fuck
two
are you
pizza, I got
saying?
two
Front
pizza.
door corner.
Laundry, he's laundry, pushing up.
Yeah, one
Just go
panties,
ahead.
One tap.
Rotate. Who's that?
One
Turn
middle.
around. Yeah.
One on the bra. Bro, I'm
Smoke
lagging.
this
Oh
cross.
my god. Yo, I'm to this, bro.
Yo, red.
Dude, why?
Oh my god, couldn't even slide, bro.
Yeah.
Good tag, good
I'm
tag.
lagging.
Top red.
We got rotate.
I got a screenshot. Hold on, bro.
This nigga.
One red Lambo.
How many screenshots I gotta take, bro? I keep reconnecting. Oh my
Yo,
god.
talk to your phone, nigga.
There's one AC.
Hey,
Yo,
watch your
corner
mouth.
gym,
Yeah,
corner
watch
gym.
your-
Verdict. That is going to be looking right now like we're going to have a dub coming through for the side of Storm. It's been a hell of a fight for the Vandals, but they just can't keep the momentum flowing long enough. We see a couple good breaks come out of them here and there, but they just can't keep the points locked down. And with only 15 points to go, I think it's safe to say that Storm are certainly going to be winning here. And you know what? Maybe a little unprofessional of me, but I do think after the game, I got to go ask what that chicken wing call out was.
No, I heard pizza as well, and chicken wing is certainly a first. I just don't know what call out that would be referring to.
I'm gonna find out.
Yeah. I mean, you got kitchen, so I mean, food is obviously like on the mind, right? Yeah, I guess chicken wing is a call out for maybe where the stove is. I'm just guessing here. I'm throwing it out. I don't know.
All right, well, Damien does come through with a big kill on Kizzy mid. Only 14 points to go for the side of Storm. We did see a 40-point comeback from the side of the Vandals there, but again, with first control on basketball court going through for Storm, they continue to have it locked down, at least right now. Shoddy does come through, makes a break, finds one, is looking for another. Able to narrowly get Vu, is denying some time away, but walks into Aries, who now finds one, finds two. Can the rest of the team make the break, or is this going to be Storm closing it out? I got to say, Vandals, they keep finding a way, even on a just a thread, to stay in this game. And now Kizzy getting some wallbang shots on Damien. Damien's taken down. The break comes back through for Storm, and I think this one's over, Verdict.
I think you're absolutely right. 250 to 151. The comeback is not a reality. It is a nightmare and a big game one for the side of Storm. They handle business as usual. And certainly a great way to start the series now. This is, to stay alive. Obviously, both of these teams have lost one series so far. They can't afford to lose one more. And the side of Storm are one game away from, sealing the deal and moving on for another chance at a Mobile Mayhem spot. Obviously, we're in day 2 of the qualifiers, and a lot has happened. A lot of teams have already dropped. Some of the ones that, we hated to see, some of the ones we expected to see, some of the ones that we didn't anticipate to be in the winner's side of the bracket. I know for damn sure that Wicked squad, they put up a hell of a show in both the Search and the Hardpoint earlier, and they took down Midnight Gaming with a bit of ease. So certainly a team that we got to keep our eye on. I know that I had, mentioned that they played in LATAM earlier in Discord, but we got confirmation that they picked up NA players for NA champs this year. So interesting play, interesting move rolling through. So certainly a team that I could see competing in Mobile Mayhem is like one of those guaranteed slots.
All right, a little unconventional during this portion of the game for me to go jump in with the teams, but I gotta know what the chicken wing call it was. I'm stuck on it. I gotta figure it out. So chat, I'm gonna mute Discord and ask them first if they mind if it's like maybe potentially gonna be a secret call out. Maybe they don't want people to know. It sounded like the rest of the team was about as confused as me and you, but we're gonna go ask anyway because it was just too good. All right, so chicken wing is the front of kitchen because it's shaped like a chicken wing from
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. Okay. I don't see it.
First
but
off, we're not going to
listen.
shame them for getting chicken wings from Pizza Hut, Chad. All right, that's not the direction this conversation is going. Okay, if you're not getting your chicken wings from somewhere credible, more credible than Pizza Hut, there's a problem there. But you know, we're not going to handle it. You know, and that I was right though. The call out was right in front of the stove, right in the front side of kitchen.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the comm I'm going up with on my team, but it was at least funny. I'll give them that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right, well, game 2 bound. We are search and destroy Hackney Yard for our potential last game of the night. If the side of Vandals can't put up a fight here, it's got to be better than the hard point because the rotations were lackluster. Their holds were not on point. You know, they started to get their feet under them in that P3, P4 rotation, but it was only a matter of points. Literally 13 that separated Storm from victory, and they got it with a bit of ease after using a few streaks. So, good thing is they're not going to be streaks here in Search and Destroy, and you know, a chance to reset after each round. And I don't know, I still have to highly favor the side of Storm just based off of the gameplay in the hard point. But we've seen games turn for, you know, the worst in Search, and you know, teams step up. But obviously, you got to be able to win at least one game of respawns, right?
Well, one would certainly hope, right? So we are going to be starting to get geared up for our search and destroy guys. I might use the chicken wing call out here in the future just because it makes me laugh so much. But you know, that is ultimately neither here nor there, because our next map that we're getting on into is going to be that Hackney Yard search and destroy, right? And it does look like our players are readied up and we're getting into the action. Verdict, there's certainly some opportunity, at least for snipers, to have a performance here. Are you thinking that after that performance we just saw out of Vandals, they have a chance here in the search and destroy?
I mean, anything can happen. I mean, teams that play so terribly in hardpoint somehow miraculously put some of the best search and destroy performances up forward. I just don't know if that team is Vandals. I've seen it all too often at EU where a team just absolutely dominates in search, but gets bodied. I think this might be one of those occasions because Damien, he is the demon of the lobby with the DLQ in his hand, is able to hit that first shot through the front side and catches one on the jump to the 10 site, but is not going to be able to hit the shot. That's Losty. We know how much of a demon he is with the DLQ as well. We also know how much of a potato he is with too.
I mean, he put 3 people on skates in that first round of the last search and destroy, and then in the second round looked absolutely lost beyond reason. So you know, it's hard to say. But he does find one there and takes down Damien, so that's going to be a big pick for the team. You can now see Vu rotating over, CBR in hand, destroys the trophy, gives his position away, but is able to pick up JFDZ anyway. I kind of want to know what JFDZ stands for, to be honest with you.
Let's make a guess.
I'm gonna make a guess in your DMs.
I already know where you're going with this. Well, guess what? This search and destroy is certainly going the way for Storm. They only need one game to close this series out and certainly could find it here. First round indeed was a success. Even after losing out on the first blood for themselves, they were able to turn that round around and not lose a single casualty after that. Losty is in a... My God, how the hell did Losty get all the way into bottom green? Is not going to find any shots through the door frame. He actually is going to find a shot to the dome instead. But I'll have to take a look at DMs now. Damn, hand it over to you and see what you got.
All right. All right. Well, coming on through, Cryzo finds one, but JFDZ, unknown explicitive, is going to come through with a kill onto Vu there. Kizzy's able to get a refrag on Darks. We're looking at a 3v2. Can the comeback happen? Well, JFDZ almost bites the dust to that car. Cryzo's going to take him down. But Shoddy comes through with the double kill, and now we're all tied up. Vandals find a good round.
All right, Vandals find a good round indeed. Second round success Gotta ask Losty. I mean, you were a bit lost there in the sauce. Gets the rotation over the back green and enters the door frame and drops victim to players right in the point. Now Damien gonna be dropped there. Losty a little bit better of a positioning, looking for some wall bangs to the top side of green himself. Aries does find one. Aries finds two. And that is going to be a 2v5 scenario. The 3 for 0. Great odds here for the side of Storm. They may have lost one round, but it doesn't look like they're going to lose this one.
All right, well, I'm reading in chat. It stands for, I believe it would be Jesus Fernandez. Yeah, so just shortened. So
we were close.
Now I feel terrible, chat. I feel terrible. Yeah.
Don't feel terrible. We were close. I mean, how is that not close? You got one word right.
I did get one part of it right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. The rest of it, not even the same dimension, bro. All right.
Boy,
well, we do have Shoddy pushing on up towards Kizzy right now. We have a lead of 2-1 in favor of Storm. Is Storm still coached by Chigs?
God, I hope not.
God, let's go Vandals! I mean, what?
Chigs, we love you, homie.
Yeah, we do.
We don't love you. Yeah. 2v5 scenario, JFDZ, Jesus Fernandez. Gonna be lost in the sauce
that was
again.
Toxic, Losty.
That was super toxic, bro.
I love it. I do love it. But that was
I'll
super toxic. Yeah.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
He's like, bro, there's 4 of us alive. I'm going for this no-scope.
He did it. You did it. 5 kills on board. I think the A side push is certainly, more his pace rather than that B side aggressive play. Shorty does find one in the transition now. That's going to be the first blood in favor of Vandals. They're going to go ahead and get this bomb plant down. This is interesting. I like the plays. I love the strats. I love the fact that they didn't waste any time after that first blood. They open the floodgates up, get that bomb down. Now the pressure's on. 4v5 scenario, 30 seconds left. You can see it. The squad of Storm, they're looking for a bit of an entry here on this push, and Damien's going to hold the staircase, but does not get up top quick enough. Kryzo finds one as well. Vu finding 2, and now everything is just kind of falling to pieces. Shoddy holding it down up top. She is going to be the last one alive. She is going to be taken down. And 3 players left standing. They're going to get the defuse, and we're going to be flipping sides. 4-1 in favor of Storm. If you were a betting man and you put your money on the side of Storm earlier, that might have paid off here.
Well, apparently we can just call him Jay, so that's good to know. Thank you so much, Damien. Yeah, we can call him Jay. Right now, Storm, looking like they're going to close this out in 2-0 fashion. They certainly have an opportunity to do so. Kryzo going to rotate in right past Damien. Sure enough, that call-out's going to come through. What? Kizzy, how are you dead? Yo, you should be raging at Kryzo right now. Ain't no way someone kills you from up on that little ledge, and then you rotate in, or your friend rotates in, and you didn't tell him that he was there. I mean, that's just unacceptable.
I mean, I've seen harder cells in Warzone, right? Well,
I have certainly seen harder cells in Warzone.
Look, I'll continue to talk about that day. That was hilarious. Aries and Losty. Last 2 alive here is Jay and Damien. They're going to clutch it up for the squad, and we're going to see a map point here, match point for the side of Storm. They are rocking and rolling here. They lost 1 on the attack. They haven't looked back in the defense so far. Jesus, Jay, Jesus, Christ, good night. The shots. Losty is just a beam, bro. It is not a potato moment for him.
Well, Losty and Aries are left alone against just Damien, so actually in a pretty decent position right now. And with Losty making the rotation from behind, I think Damien might have heard him make the push. Losty misses the shot. Looks like he was going to go for the no-scope or the trick shot. Gets dumpstered by a superior player. Okay, maybe we don't go that far, but...
Well,
ooh,
I mean,
Damien up in the hop-up.
Cheeky, bro. I'm loving the vibes, bro. He's just waiting. Look at this. How many kills did he get on this particular point?
3.
That's crazy. Ain't no way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, another round fought.
The one that got away, man. The one that got away.
Hey, the one that got away made you pay, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. 3 kills that round alone, just a freak. Well, we're looking at the 4-2 lead, still in favor of Storm, and sure enough, they're looking to put this looking to put the bow on this, box it up. Surely not going to find it that last round. Vu does find first blood, make it 2. Clearing off the A side effectively. Bomb looking to make the progress over. Aries is going to find one as well. And that's going to be it. It's going to be Damien and Jay. You got to get into 2v something scenarios. This time it's going to be 5. Jay does find 1, so it's 2v4. Bomb does go down, and now it's all up to Damien. Can he clutch it up for the squad? Clutch or kick, homie.
I was trying to figure out. Gil sent me something and then deleted it.
Was it Gil or?
And now it was Gil, and now he won't tell me because he deleted it. And I said, "Oh," and he just gave me a smiley face. And I said, "What happened? Why you pull out?" And he said, "Nothing XD."
Oh, wow.
Yep. Gil, this is unacceptable. So
That is
unacceptable that we
not-
put you
yeah.
on blast.
Yeah, that is not proper Discord DM
Etiquette.
behavior, Gil. I don't know who told you, you know, that's acceptable behavior, but they lied, homie. They big time lied.
All right, well, did have 1 kill come through for the side of Storm. They're on match point. They get the bomb plant on A, and now with 40 seconds and a single player advantage, they have an opportunity to close things out. I was hoping for a little bit more out of Vandals for this matchup, if you want me to be honest with you, and unfortunately it just doesn't seem to be coming to fruition. Losty finds 1, Aries finds 2, Losty sees Damien making the rotation, gets the call out. You can see Vu is here waiting. Sure enough, picks up the kill, and the 6-2 dub does come through for the side of Storm. Maybe not as washed as I thought they were, but we'll have to see if they can make the comeback.
With a coach like Shigs, you would always assume that they never, stood a chance, right?
Yeah, I mean it's certainly hard to believe that a team that Shigs coaches was able to come through with a win.
Yeah, stay moist, Shigs. Stay moist.
Yeah. Stay devious, chat.
Yeah, stay devious, chat. Remain devious. Even when devious is not a thing, well, guess what? We are done for the night. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. 6-2 win. Signed, sealed, and delivered. The side of Storm, they have found a little bit of life here and are able to take the 2-0 win and move on into the losers bracket. But again, they're going to be fighting for their lives moving forward, even after taking this 2-0 win against the side of Vandals. And unfortunately, it was a tough run. The search started off pretty strong, right? Wrong. Well, it looked promising when Damien came through with some god tier snipes, but that just wasn't the case here for the Search or Destroy. It was anything but close after a few rounds in. So 10 kills on board for View, 9 for Losty. I'm literally, he could have probably gotten more than that if he wasn't trying to trick shot half the time. The point blanks though, the no scopes, absolutely disrespectful, but we'll allow it, and it is extremely encouraged. 7 for Cryzo, 8 for Aries. A collective effort, great one. Indeed. Now, as take a look at the brackets too, they got their work cut out for them. They're gonna have to go up against Midnight, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know how that one's gonna pan out, bro.
Well, it is certainly hard to say, guys, but we're obviously excited to get to that action as well. We've got a couple teams that dropped down to the losers bracket, but did manage to find themselves moving forward and maybe have an opportunity to have a better performance come through for the finals. That would be hint hint wink wink Midnight, bro. I was literally like, Midnight got this, and then you guys let me down. I was so disappointed. Com's way better this season though. Nerdy was a good addition to the team for sure.
100%, I agree.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for tonight. We're gonna get geared up for a raid, but first we have a quick message from COD Mobile. And we will see you guys next time.
Oh yeah, baby. That was dope. No lie.
Bye.